Is it working? I think it's working. Hello. Hi, my name's Johnny, and today we are checking out the Sonic IR from Sonicake. So, Sonicake are a Chinese company making affordable versions of different pedals, essentially, but then also doing a couple of their own ones as well. Back near the start of this channel, I did their Sonicake Boom Avenue combined stage effects for bass multi-effects pedal, which had preamp and compressor and distortion on it, etc. It was pretty good. And so I was thrilled when Sonicake reached out to me and said, "Hey, do you wanna check this little thing out?" And I was like, well, yeah, I think I do. So what is an IR? IR stands for impulse response, which basically it's all about cab simulation. So in a nutshell, what this pedal will allow you to do is to essentially have like a full rig. So go from a preamp into this and then straight to the front of house, and it sounds like it's a real amp because this is your speaker cabinet. Essentially, it's got all of the speaker cab emulations all built in, and it's got 11 different cabs on there. You might be thinking, wow, 11 different bass cabs, amazing. Well, it's not really built for bass players. There are only 2 bass amps on here, but in our demo that we'll go into later on, I just kind of feel like we'll have a listen to all of them, because sometimes some of the cabs can sound good, maybe, so I think it would be silly not to listen to them all when we've got it right here. Talking about the design of this pedal, it's really, really simple. Socket for the 9-volt power supply, input, output, DI output, which is so handy for going straight to the front of house with an XLR cable. Your big white knob on the top, which controls which cab sim you're listening to, and just a simple small knob which controls the master volume. So really, really simple, not too much to talk about. One thing that is interesting is that there is a USB-C port on there as well. So what you can do here is plug it into your computer and actually put your own IRs on here as well. So if you've got some IRs or you've downloaded some from online, you can just put them on this and replace one of the numbers with that and just have it running that. So if you don't like the sound of these, this is still a contender, or pretty good, if you've got your own ones that you can put on here. So it's a really affordable way of doing so. On Sonicake's website, this retails for about $60, which in the UK, it's about 40 to 50 pounds. So pretty affordable. The build quality of this thing is pretty darn good. I can do what I want with it. I don't really have any concerns that it's going to break. It feels like it is well built. Construction wise, nothing wrong with it at all. Now, before we jump into the sound demo, like I said earlier on, of course Sonicake have sent me this, but that's not going to affect my opinions or what I'm going to say about it. But for the sake of transparency, they have sent me this pedal. But yeah, I ain't gonna hold back. Now, for the majority of the rest of this video is gonna be all the sound demos, which we're gonna listen to a couple of different basses, different playing styles, and run through every single amp sim that's on here. Now, how I'm recording this is going the bass straight into the Line 6 HX Stomp, which I normally use, and then just taking off the cab simulation and having it run out of there into the pedal and then into my interface. Let's have a listen to some tones. So, I think that there's a real mixed bag, and I've got quite a lot to say about this little pedal. Now let's talk about the bass cabs first of all. There are only two. There's an Ampeg 8x10 and then a Mark bass 2x10, or that's the amps they're trying to emulate. I only really like the SVT, the Ampeg. I think that is the most full sounding, and I think it sounds really good actually. Obviously part of that is the amp sim on the HX Stomp playing a big part, but it does sound like a real cabinet to me. It doesn't sound too digital or fake. And yeah, I think it sounds good. It's got nice, lots of low end, full bodied, but still give you a nice load of presence. Yeah, I think it's good. The 2x10, I'm not a huge fan of 2x10 cabs. I like a 410, or if I was to have a 210, I'd pair it up with like a 1x15, if we're talking about a live situation. To use the 2x10 by itself, I knew I wasn't going to love it that much, but yeah, this kind of cemented that. It's got a lot more mids, more nasally, but isn't as full. It hasn't got as much low end in there. That one isn't quite for me. Now, let's talk about the guitars. I just don't think that any of the other cab sims sound that good on bass, which, you know, isn't necessarily a bad thing about this pedal, because it's not really meant to do that, but just out of interest I'm checking it out. So my thoughts on that is that they don't sound that good. Although the volume's quite low, they start to peak quite a lot, making it a bit more distorted in parts, which, yeah, I don't really look for in a cab sim. You know, I want it to be nice and clear and clean, and then I can add in any kind of distortion, overdrive or gain on the amp. Don't really like those, but that's fine. Let me know in a comment down below which was your favourite. And one thing that I was really curious about with this pedal is whether the output and the DI acted the same or differently. Because most of the time when I'm running an amp on stage and it's being DI'd, I mean normally the head's being DI'd, if you go out through the DI and the cab simp is, that's what I am, and the cab sim is being taken out through the DI, is the output just a true bypass signal, meaning that you can go to your amp on stage? I was really hoping that that was the case. I thought that would be really cool and actually a lot more useful to people, where they can run that straight to a cab, or straight to your amp on stage for a bit of stage volume and just feeling, but it's bypassing the actual cab sim, and then the cab sim is going out to front of house. My main niggle with this pedal is probably that, and I think that that would be, or even if there was a switch that you could direct which it's coming out of, or both or neither. Don't know why you'd want that, but I just feel like that is a bit of a missing feature that would be really, really handy in certain situations. But hey, for the price, it's still a really good deal. Now, I do have another affordable pedal right here, the Behringer SansAmp clone. I'd love to hear what these sound like together. Really affordable preamp going into a really affordable cab sim. You're just going to have to hit that like button and subscribe for the future, because I'll do a full video combining these two to get a really affordable full rig. So if you liked this product, or you're interested in Sonicake and like some of their other products, there's actually an affiliate link in the description of this video. So when you buy a product direct from them using that link, I get a little kickback. It's amazing. It's amazing. No extra cost to you. You get that wonderful, warm feeling inside. So yeah, go and check out all of their other products as well, and let me know if you want me to check out any more. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. That was a video. It was really great.